Hi guys, so I'm about to go on a little walk, but before I do, literally hours ago, we all just found out the best news we could have ever found out, and that is that Run Disney Disneyland is coming back in 2024. I, of course, was like in the car driving as I see on my watch, like the announcement. My friend was like, I bet you Run Disney, because they had announced that Happily Ever After is coming back. And then my friend was like, watch, Run Disney's next. And I kind of thought like, there's no way. And it happened. And so I called my friend Caitlin. We're both like on the verge of tears. I called my friend Lauren. I'm screaming. She's like, who died? And I'm like, it's happening. So it's just very exciting. You know, like if you haven't done Disneyland, it's so different than Disney World. I love them both equally, but Disneyland, there's something about it being so small and magical, and it starts at 5:30 like all the other races, but you can wake up at 4:30, get dressed, walk over 30 minutes before, find your spot, and like good to go. So it's a lot easier. I have a feeling registration is going to be a nightmare. It's going to be this year's Dopey registration times a million. So I'm going to tell myself if I don't get in, that's okay, because they're back and there's no rush. And at some point I will be there again. That said, I do really want to be back for the first race. My last race there was the Disneyland Half Marathon weekend in 2017, so the Toy Story theme. I only did the challenge, not the 5K that year. And so hopefully I'll be able to get in the first one back. I do predict that they're going to do Labor Day weekend 2024 Disneyland Half Marathon, and I hope that they go all nostalgia themes. Like I hope it's going to be the original D half marathon medal, and yeah, I hope they bring back, you know, everything that we loved about it. I really hope that they bring back Tink, because that's my favorite race. And I don't really even know. It's not like Tinkerbell is like my favorite character. There's just something about it, like pink and sparkly and green. And also the 5K for Tinkerbell started at the castle, and she flies and there's fireworks. It's just really, really magical. And it's almost like, how could races get more magical than they are at Disney World, but they somehow are. And for whatever reason, I'm sure it's smaller numbers in general, but it really just feels a lot smaller. It feels like 100 people running with you, not like thousands. So yeah, if you have any questions about the differences in the races, or just any general questions about Run Disney races at Disneyland, I will answer those for you. This is opening up a whole new world of, no pun intended, of downloadables, packing lists, videos to come, more training plans, and I love how excited everyone is. Like after COVID and Disneyland was closed for like a year, I really thought, I hate to say it, but I really thought Disneyland was like never going to open again, like in my dark days. And my husband was like, if Disney closes, we've got bigger issues. Like then the world has come to an end. So this to come back is just so full circle to me. Like it just feels, even though Disneyland races were gone long before COVID, I don't know. It just feels like this was the good news like we needed. I don't know. And I know that people outside of Run Disney like don't understand what I'm saying when I say that. But anyway, if you haven't done a Disneyland race, I highly recommend. But I highly recommend you not signing up for the one that I want to sign up for when they're back. I'm just kidding. But if you don't know, they used to have January was the light side for Star Wars. Mother's Day weekend was Tinkerbell half. September was the Disneyland half. And then November, the weekend after Wine and Dine, was the Avengers half marathon weekend. So I did the inaugural one for that. And at the time, I had never even seen an Avengers movie. And so now I've seen them all and I love them. But I wonder if they'll bring them back. I predict not. I predict that they will bring back Tink and the Disneyland half. And I don't think they'll bring back Star Wars or Marvel. But now that we have Avengers Campus, who knows? Maybe that will give them, reason to bring it back. But just speculating. But anyway, what a great way to end week 11, right? Like what an exciting, I don't know. This is great. And I was going to review the I was going to review the Disney World Marathon Weekend medals in this week, but I think I'll just save that till next week. Even though you guys have already seen them and you've already have your opinions, I have my opinions that I want to share with you all. And a shocker favorite of the 6 that all of my clients and friends are like, really? That one's your favorite? So we'll talk about that next week. But anyway, we'll end it here on the best note ever, that we got the best running news we could have ever had, and that is Disneyland. Races are back, and the only thing I could think that would be better was if somehow they managed to do a full marathon at Disneyland, but I don't think so. I know that they've done one like way long ago, but I feel like that would just be too much city streets, and my idea would be looping through both parks, running away, coming back, looping through them again. Wouldn't that be awesome? But there's probably no way. Anyway, okay, well, cheers to week 11, and I'll see you guys next week. Hey guys, as you can tell, I am very sweaty right now. So I did 1 easy mile outside, and then I did 2 at tempo of like 9:15. I have my pepper spray on my timer. So I was gonna try to do more tempo outside, but like 1 more mile, but it's so hot. We're having like an excessive heat warning here, and it feels like it's already 100 degrees, and it's like 7:30. It's going to be 1:15 today. So I'm going to go inside and do some hills on the treadmill, and just get another mile in that way. But I just want to check in and say hi. I know we're all kind of freaked out by everything that happened with that runner this weekend, and rightfully so. So just a reminder to be really aware of your surroundings. Pepper spray, alarm. This is an alarm on my vest. Run with a friend. Wear a bun, not a ponytail. Things like that. Today I just ran without headphones. I'm a little freaked out, as everyone is, I'm sure. So this Saturday, make sure you wear purple and pink in honor of her on your run. That's what we're all going to try to do. But yeah, I will also post the link for these that my mom got, in case you want to get yourself some. I have friends that run with pocket knives, things like that. It's crazy that we have to think about that, but just be aware and remember that people will take notice of your route. I've had people be like, oh, I didn't see you this morning. And although they're trying to be friendly, you just never know who's watching. So also when you run past someone, I always like look them in the eye, smile and wave, say good morning, because for whatever reason they say like psychologically that's better to do in case someone's trying to attack you, which sounds terrible, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, well, I'm going to finish my run, and I will talk to you guys on Thursday. Hey guys, good morning. It is Friday. I haven't really done a lot of videos this week. For one, it's been like as high as 115 here. So like when I've done my runs, I literally am like trying to run out the door as quick as possible. Yesterday I had a great workout. I did, what did I do? No, wait, that wasn't yesterday. Tuesday I did a great workout. I did 1 mile easy, 2 at tempo, and then I did some hills on the treadmill. I did do another speed workout yesterday, now that I'm thinking about it. Then I did 3 outside, and then I came home and I did a couple of 800 sprints. Well, not sprints, long intervals, I guess you would say, because it's hard to, you can't do like your full sprint for like minutes. A full sprint would be a lot shorter, but yeah, so something that we're talking about a lot in my Run Fit Fab Dopey group is the difference between easy, tempo, intervals, stuff like that. So I've been asking people, what's your normal speed? The thing is a lot of times people are running too fast all the time. You need to run 80% of your runs at an easy conversation pace, like just trotting along, having a good time. Then you need to be doing 20% of your week as speed work. Okay, so there's a big difference, because if you are constantly running too fast, you are never recovering. You are constantly breaking down muscles and not really giving them any time to recover. So then people are always like, oh, well, then how do I get faster? Well, you get faster by doing speed work, not by doing 100% of your running at a faster speed all the time. So then what you do eventually, hopefully with some run coaching, is you add in tempo miles where you're doing your race pace, where you're doing your goal pace during a long run, because then race day is game day, right? So like that's when you bring out your best speed. So anyway, there's a lot obviously that goes into that, which I can explain later. But anyway, it's Friday today. It is already so hot. Like, I can't even describe to you how hot it's been this week. It's been absolutely miserable. So I'm gonna get going. I'm just doing 3 easy. And then I have normal school, mom stuff to do today, but tomorrow is only 3 on the plan. Here's the thing. Next weekend is my 10-year anniversary. There's no way possible I can do 13 miles next weekend. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to wake up at 5 on Thursday and do part of my run on the treadmill and then finish it outside when it's finally light, and just get it done Thursday and then do 4 obviously on Wednesday. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking so far. At first I was going to do 13 tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to do that because then that puts too much of a gap before 15. So, okay. Anyway, have a good day. So I also wanted to just give some insight into my first time Dopey runners or first time marathoners at marathon weekend. I want you to stop worrying so much about speed. Of course, we want to be in the time limit that Run Disney gives us, right? And of course we have goals and we imagine what that day is going to be like. But there comes a point where the obsessive thoughts of always getting faster. I trained last year for Goofy. I did all of my training runs, but it is not until right now, a year and a half probably, since starting running again after COVID and having Colette, that I feel like I'm a runner again. It takes a long time to get back in the groove, and I think right now, instead of focusing so much on like how you're doing in terms of like these expectations that we are so hard on ourselves with, you need to just remember that finishing is such an accomplishment. The first place runner and the last place runner have just done the same race, the same miles. So really just you putting one foot in front of the other and finishing this race is the biggest accomplishment you can do. So no one's judging you for your pace. No one cares, honestly. And people that ask you what your pace is, they either don't really understand running, so they think that that's like a question to ask, or they're just like, make a pace up then. I run a 6-minute mile. Like, who cares, So, if people ask, then just make something up if you're not comfortable with sharing. Most people don't understand that that's kind of a faux pas, whatever. So just remember that finishing is the goal here. You're running a 48-mile race, which is basically an ultra marathon, and it's not a 1-mile sprint. So just remember to take it easy on yourself and be kind and gentle to yourself inside. All right, guys, so I got to open my Saltstick care package. They were super, super kind to send me all of these goodies. So I wanted to show you, first they sent me a whole box of the coconut pineapple, which I'm really excited to try. Now these also, which is really convenient, they come in the little like packets. So if you want to just take a couple and go. So coconut pineapple. Now with the dissolvable ones, make sure that you let them dissolve in your mouth and then drink some water after. Don't chew them. Otherwise that can kind of ruin the flavor. They brought me mixed berry, lemon lime, which is a classic, and tropical mango. I also really like watermelon, but tart orange is very quickly taking the #1 spot. They also sent me the capsules, which you want to take, let's see. These are vegetarian, gluten-free, all the good stuff, but I always mix it up, so I want to make sure I read it correctly. So you want to take one every 30 to 60 minutes during your activity, and make sure you take that with water. They also sent me some of the drink mixes, so tart orange, lemon lime, tropical mango, and so with these, I'm excited to really try these because I've only really had Noon or Liquid IV, so I'm sure that these taste really good. So you want to do these every 60 to 90 minutes with this normal 16 to 20 ounces of water. But yeah, I'm really excited to try these. I like trying different flavors and seeing what works with everyone. If you've tried Saltstick, make sure you let me know what you like. But if you do want a discount, you can use Run Fit Mama for 20% off. But yeah, and by the way, the lemon lime ones absolutely saved me during my last full marathon. My friend Laura gave me some at the start, so I was feeling all kinds of nervous, and it just kind of made me feel a little woozy. So these are perfect. So with the dissolvable ones, you can take 2 every 30 minutes, which is a lot to some people, but with me, with like my fuel and my hydration, I like to kind of break it up so that way it just feels like I'm doing something during my run. But yeah, again, thank you so much, Saltstick. I cannot wait to use all of these. Hey guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. I did my 3 miles for Eliza. You know, it's hard to like smile for a picture for that. I would hope that, I don't know. I'm so touched by everyone. My timer's still on. I'm so touched by everyone who went out and did their run all across the country. It's just so amazing that we, as a running community, can pull together. And yeah, so we're finishing off week 11. Next week is our first simulation of 4 miles and 13. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to get it done because I've got to fit it in earlier in the week than the weekend. But yeah, so I hope everyone had a great week this week and felt good and rested. But I'm going to end this here now, and as a send-off video, something I was thinking about on my run is, do we do the 5K, shower, rope drop Epcot, and try to beat the crowd to Guardians? Do we buy a lightning lane? What if the lightning lane's not till like 8 p.m.? Do we risk it and then like not go to bed early for the 10K? And now I'm like, do we throw on an extra day after the expo to go to Animal Kingdom? Because my friends have never been to Disney World since they were like 6 years old. I'm like, well, I don't want them to miss out. So anyway, those are my thoughts. If you have any opinions on what we should do on those days, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments. Anyway, so I will see you guys next week for week 12, and have a great day.